Breaking news! The 2027 DV Green Card Lottery is finally here, and this year comes with major immigration updates every applicant needs to know. A new $1.00 application fee, a possible passport upload rule, and stricter country eligibility checks are shaking up how millions apply worldwide. If you're planning to join the B Lottery 2027, listen closely, because one small mistake could instantly disqualify your green card entry before it's even reviewed. And here's the wild part. This time, it's not the scammers causing trouble, it's the official new rules that are tripping people up. From fake websites stealing your data to photos that silently get rejected, the US government isn't playing around this year. So in this video, I'm breaking down the real DV 2027 updates, explaining the $1.00 rule, the passport requirement, and the common mistakes that killed thousands of applications last year. Because in this lottery, one click, one typo, one outdated photo could cost you your American dream. If you're interested in this topic, hit the like button, subscribe, and type interested in the comments, and I will give you a heart. The lottery applications for 2027 are about to begin, and this year comes with some major surprises. A brand new $1.00 application fee, a possible passport requirement, new country eligibility rules, and the same old mistakes that keep disqualifying thousands every single year. This isn't just another how to apply guide, it's your survival map for the 2027 Green Card Lottery. Because if you miss even one small detail this year, you could lose your shot before your name ever enters the draw. My name is Ramsey Coolin, an immigration attorney who's helped thousands of applicants worldwide navigate the complex U.S. immigration system. For this year's immigration system Forever Paid, my immigration transformation program is designed to help. Today, I'll break down what's changing, who can apply, what's required, and how to avoid the silent traps that destroy real chances. At the end, I'll even tell you how to join our giveaway for a $50 0 Amazon gift card and a free 30-minute consultation, so stay with me till the end. Every second matters this year. The Diversity Visa Lottery, also known as the Green Card Lottery, is America's yearly golden ticket. Every year, 55,000 people are randomly selected to immigrate legally to the United States. The process sounds simple, but the details? They're where dreams either take flight or collapse. The application period opens in early October and closes in early November 2025. That's it. A few weeks. Miss it and you wait another year. So don't procrastinate, don't overthink, prepare now. Until last year, applying was completely free, but for the first time in history, the U.S. Department of State has introduced a $1.00 processing fee. $1 may not sound like much, but make no mistake, it changes everything. This fee is designed to fight fraud, to keep scammers from flooding the system with fake entries or charging innocent applicants ridiculous service fees. That single dollar acts as your verification fingerprint, linking your entry directly to you. But here's the danger. Fake websites are already multiplying like wildfire. Sites pretending to be official portals, charging $20 0 cents, $50 0 cents, even $200 0 cents to process your lottery entry. Don't fall for it. There's only one real site, dvprograms.com, and that's where you pay your $1 0 safely. If any website asks for more or claims to be a partner of the US government, close it immediately. It's a scam. Now let's talk about the most confusing rumor of all, the passport rule. Back in August 2025, the US Department of State proposed a new rule requiring applicants to upload their passport number and a scanned copy when submitting their entry. It hasn't gone live yet, but it's being tested behind the scenes and could roll out soon, possibly even before next year's lottery. My advice, don't wait for the rule to catch you off guard. Get your passport now. Because imagine this, you prepare everything perfectly. The site opens and then boom, you can't apply because your passport is still processing. That's a full year lost for something that costs a few hours to fix today. So who can apply this year? Only citizens from countries with low immigration rates to the United States. That means if you're from Mexico, India, China, Canada, the Philippines, Pakistan, or the United Kingdom, unfortunately, you're not eligible. But if you were born in most African nations, Eastern Europe, or Central Asia, congratulations, your country likely qualifies. And here's a small loophole many people miss. If your spouse was born in an eligible country, you can apply through them and both of you are covered. That's called cross-chargeability, and it's perfectly legal. Just make sure you meet the education or work requirements, a high school diploma, or at least 2 years of work experience in an eligible skilled occupation. Now let's talk about mistakes, the silent killers of DV dreams. Every year, hundreds of thousands of applications are rejected before the lottery even runs. Not because people lied, but because they didn't pay attention. They used old photos, they misspelled their names, they forgot to include their children. The system doesn't forgive, and it doesn't ask twice. Your photo, for example, must be 600 by 600 pixels, plain white background, no shadows, no filters, and taken within the last 6 months. Don't upload your passport photo from 2020. The system detects metadata now. If the photo date doesn't match the requirements, you're instantly disqualified. Another big mistake, multiple entries. One person can only submit one application per year. If you submit twice, even by accident, you're done. No appeal, no exception. However, if you're married, both you and your spouse can submit separate applications, each listing the other as a derivative. If either of you wins, the whole family wins. That's how smart applicants double their odds without breaking the rules. When filling out your details, consistency is everything. Use the exact version of your name as it appears in your passport, not your school ID, not your local spelling, and always include your spouse and all unmarried children under 21, even if they don't plan to move with you. Leaving them out isn't a small oversight, it's grounds for disqualification. The system reads it as fraud. Lastly, when you submit, you'll receive a confirmation number. Save it like your life depends on it. Without it, you can't check your results in May 2026. And no, the State Department doesn't send emails or letters. If you lose that number, you'll have to recover it through your registered email, but it's risky, so don't rely on memory. This year's DV 2027 isn't just another lottery, it's a test of awareness. With new digital systems, payment tracking, and fraud filters, the US isn't just picking lucky names, it's picking responsible, detail-oriented applicants who can follow directions to the letter. And that's exactly what you need to become. In the next segment, we'll go deeper the real hidden traps that even qualified applicants fall into. Fake agents, outdated photos, eligibility loopholes, and how one small typo can destroy everything. If you're serious about moving to America, this might be the single most important video you'll watch this year. Stay until the end, and if you're ready, hit subscribe, drop a comment, and join the community that's rewriting its future one application at a time. The DV 2027 Green Card Lottery looks simple on paper, but behind the easy form lies a maze of eligibility traps waiting to catch the unprepared. Every year, millions of people hit that submit button thinking they've done everything right, only to get silently disqualified before the draw even begins. So if you're serious about your shot at the American dream, pay close attention, because what I'm about to explain separates the winners from the wasted chances. Let's start with eligibility. The first trap is country of birth, not citizenship. People often confuse the two. It doesn't matter what passport you hold today. What matters is the country where you were born. If you were born in Mexico but now live in Canada, you're still considered born in Mexico for DV purposes. The US government bases eligibility strictly on place of birth. But here's where things get interesting. There's a loophole. If your spouse or parents were born in an eligible country, you may still qualify through them. It's called cross-chargeability, and it's perfectly legal. For example, if you were born in India, not eligible, but your spouse was born in Kenya, eligible, you can apply under your spouse's birth country. This trick has saved thousands of applicants from being disqualified before their dream even began. Now on to education and work experience, the second major filter. To qualify, you need either a high school diploma equivalent to a US education or at least 2 years of work experience in the last 5 years in a skilled occupation that requires training. That means jobs like electricians, IT technicians, nurses, or mechanics qualify, but basic labor positions or part-time work don't. The Department of Labor uses something called the ONET database to verify job eligibility. If your job isn't classified as requiring specific vocational preparation, it won't count. And don't lie about it. USCIS cross-checks applications, and fake work histories are an instant red flag that could block not just your lottery entry, but future visa applications too. Now here's the big one that destroys more applications than anything else. Family details. If you're married, you must include your spouse, even if you're separated or living in different countries. Forgetting to list them equals disqualification. The same goes for all your children under 21, biological, adopted, or stepchildren, even if they won't immigrate with you. The system doesn't care about personal arrangements. Leave one child off and your entry is considered fraudulent. Every year, people lose their green card because they left out a child from a previous relationship. Don't make that mistake. Include everyone, even if it complicates the form. Next, the photo. It seems like such a small thing, right? But it's the most common reason for disqualification. The State Department's system uses advanced software to detect duplicates, edits, and invalid image data. The rules are strict. 600x 600 pixels, plain white background, no filters, no shadows, and taken within the last 6 months. Don't reuse your passport photo or crop an old selfie. The system reads the file's metadata. If it detects that your image is older than 6 months or used in a past application, your entry is automatically rejected. And remember, every family member's photo must meet these same requirements, no exceptions. Here's another subtle but deadly trap. Multiple entries. You can only submit one application per year. If you submit twice, even by accident, you're out. The system flags duplicate names instantly, no matter the spelling variation. However, here's the smart workaround. If you're married, both you and your spouse can submit separate applications. Each of you lists the other as a derivative, effectively doubling your chances legally. It's one of the smartest, safest strategies out there. Now let's talk about timing. Submitting early gives you a technical edge. Every October, millions rush to apply during the final week, and that's when the system gets overloaded. The server crashes, uploads fail, and incomplete submissions vanish without warning. The earlier you apply, the cleaner your confirmation file in the system. Fewer errors, fewer risks. Always aim for the first 7-10 days of the application window. Speaking of confirmation, once you submit your entry, you'll receive a confirmation number, the golden key to check your results in May 2026. Lose it and you lose everything. The government doesn't email you results, doesn't text you, doesn't send letters. Scammers will claim to check for you, but they're lying. Guard that confirmation number like your passport. Without it, there's no way to verify your status. Now let's address the psychological trap, desperation. Every year, fake agents prey on hopefuls who want a shortcut. They promise to guarantee selection, offer priority processing, or claim to upload for you faster. No one can manipulate the lottery. It's random. But scammers are masters at stealing data, reusing photos, or registering multiple fake entries under your name so they can control your case if you win. The moment you give them your details, you lose ownership of your own application. So apply yourself through the official site on a secure device and never pay anyone to improve your chances. And finally, let's talk about accuracy, the silent killer of dreams. Every letter in your name must match your passport exactly. If your name is Juan Carlos de la Cruz, don't shorten it to Juan Cruz. The system doesn't interpret, it rejects. The same goes for birth dates, addresses, and marital status. Double check everything before you click submit, because once that button is pressed, there's no editing, no undo, and no mercy. So here's the truth. Winning the DV lottery isn't about luck, it's about precision. The people who win are those who pay attention, follow instructions perfectly, and apply once, cleanly, completely, and confidently. The US isn't just looking for random names anymore, it's looking for responsible ones. The system rewards order, not chaos. In the next segment, we'll break down what happens after submission, how to check your results safely, how to prepare if you're selected, and the shocking mistakes winners make that cost them the green card even after being chosen. This final part will separate dreamers from doers. And if you're one of the few still reading or watching right now, that means you're already ahead of millions who never finish. Stay tuned, because your next move could decide everything. So, you've submitted your DV 2027 Green Card Lottery application. You followed every rule, uploaded the right photo, entered all your details perfectly, and got your confirmation number. Congratulations, but don't relax yet. This is where most people go wrong, because even after doing everything right, thousands of applicants still lose their chance due to simple, preventable mistakes after submission. Let's break down what really happens after you click submit, how to protect your entry, and what to do if you're selected. First, understand this. Once your application is accepted, nothing happens immediately. There's no instant confirmation email, no message from the government, no congratulations notice. The only thing you receive is your confirmation number on the screen. And that's it. Save it, screenshot it, write it down, print it. Without it, you can't check your results in May 2026. Every year, thousands of applicants lose access to their entries because they forget or misplace that number. And no, the US government will never email you to tell you that you've been selected. Anyone claiming otherwise is a scammer. The next step is patience. Between November 20th, 2025 and May 2026, the US Department of State runs the random draw. The system checks for duplicates, fraud, and incomplete data before any selection happens. During this time, you can't edit or resubmit your entry. The database is locked. So if you made a mistake, even a small one, there's no way to fix it until next year's lottery. That's why accuracy during submission is so crucial. Now let's talk about how to check your results safely. The only official place to check is the same site where you applied, dvprogramstack.gov. You'll enter your confirmation number, last name, and birth year. If you're selected, you'll see a letter called the Letter of Selection. It will include your case number and instructions on what to do next. Be careful, scammers often create fake versions of this letter. The real one never asks you for money or personal bank information. If your result says not selected, don't lose hope. The US sometimes runs secondary selections months later to fill unclaimed spots, so keep your confirmation number safe for the entire year. You might get lucky in the second round. Now, if you are selected, congratulations, but this is where the real test begins. Selection doesn't guarantee a green card. It means you're eligible to apply for one, but the process is time sensitive. You'll need to fill out Form DS 2.6, the Immigrant Visa Application. This form will ask for every detail about your life: work history, education, addresses, travel, and family information. Make sure everything you enter matches your original DV entry exactly. If your information doesn't match, even a small spelling change, your case can be delayed or denied. Next comes document verification. You'll need to upload birth certificates, police clearance certificates, education documents, and sometimes financial records. These are reviewed by the Kentucky Consular Center, KCC. If your documents are incomplete or inconsistent, your case will be put on hold. And since visa numbers are limited, delays can cost you everything. Remember, there are 55,000 green cards available, but over 100,000 people are usually selected. That means almost half of them never make it through to the final stage. Once your documents are approved, you'll be scheduled for an interview at the U.S. Embassy or consulate in your country. This is the most important step of all. Be prepared for tough questions. Why do you want to move to the U.S.? Where will you live? How will you support yourself? Any sign of dishonesty or inconsistency can result in refusal. And don't forget, your appearance and behavior matter too. Dress professionally, be honest, and show confidence. Another crucial factor is timing. The earlier your case number is processed, the higher your chance of receiving a visa. Each month, visa numbers are released in order of priority. Lower case numbers go first. If you delay submitting your DS-260 or your documents, you might miss your window completely, even if you were selected. So as soon as the results are released, act fast. Now let's address the nightmare scenario: winning but losing it all. Many selected applicants make one of three fatal mistakes. 1, they submit their DS-260 form with incorrect data. 2, they miss their interview date. Or 3, they fail the medical exam. Every winner must complete a medical examination by an authorized physician before the interview. If your results show certain conditions like missing vaccines, active tuberculosis, or communicable diseases, your visa can be denied. Don't wait for the embassy to tell you. Start updating your vaccination records early. There's also the issue of fraud and representation. If someone helped you apply and used their email address instead of yours, they now control your case. Scammers often hold the winner's information hostage, demanding money to release the confirmation or appointment. This happens every year, especially in Africa and South Asia. So always apply using your own email and store your confirmation securely. Finally, if you pass your interview and get approved, you'll receive an immigrant visa stamped in your passport. You'll have 6 months to travel to the US and activate your green card. Once you enter the country, your physical green card will be mailed to your US address. From that moment, you become a lawful, permanent resident, free to live, work, and build your life in the United States. But even then, your responsibility doesn't end. You must not stay outside the US for more than 6 months without a re-entry permit, must file taxes each year, and must maintain good legal and moral standing to qualify for US citizenship later. The green card is not the finish line. It's the beginning of your new life, and the government is always watching how you handle that privilege. To remember this, the DV lottery is not luck. It's preparation, precision, and persistence. Apply early, avoid scammers, protect your confirmation number, and if you're selected, move fast and follow every instruction perfectly. America rewards those who act with discipline, not desperation. And if you've made it this far, you're already proving you have what it takes.